Homeowner Maggie Cly hired Florence, Massachusetts-based Stone Soup Concrete to make a kitchen countertop based on this photo of a painting.
It just looks like veins of gold and silver, like maybe in a mine or in a rock or something. It looks very natural, very organic.
Stone Soup co-owner Michael Paulson says concrete can be made in any color or shape, so he'll take his best shot at Maggie's request.
Here's her sample that we're working from. We developed this color. She wanted a play of some warm tones as well as some very cool tones.
Next, he created a laminate mold called a form. The concrete will be poured into it. He used caulking to create spaces for the gold and cream veins.
Those lines, when we deform this particular form, we'll peel the caulk out and you'll have nice long lines of a void, and then we'll slurry in this golden color.
Mixing the concrete is noisy, messy, but precise. Each job has a specific formula, and all of the concrete they make is dense so the counters won't chip or stain. They can mix about 300 pounds of concrete at a time. Since this job requires about 1,800 pounds, they'll make 6 batches. When it's done, they put it in a wheelbarrow and it's off to the pouring room. Giant blobs of concrete are put on different parts of the form. They designed a table that vibrates to spread the concrete while pushing air bubbles out.
Intensely loud and vibrating, and it's all spreading out. You're watching the bubbles come up, and you're putting steel in, and it's just great fun.
Custom cut steel mesh and a steel frame goes down before another layer of concrete is put on. Maggie's counter has 7 sections. Michael says it's important to do all the pours the same day.
Concrete can be quite fickle, and if we were to pour the exact same formula on a warm, humid day than on a very cold, dry day, it could look somewhat different.
Just over a month later, the counter is ready to be installed in Maggie's home. This section is 2 inches thick and about 300 pounds, so it takes 4 strong people to guide it off the truck and into the home. Carefully, the cart is tilted, then the counter is gingerly put on the island. They can't afford to be off even by a hair.
And we have to be careful of fingers. There's very little overhang on the edges, on the outside there, and we like to come home with all of our digits.
The finished counter has lines similar to the ones in the painting.
These pieces here were voids. They were actually silicone, and we had to pull the silicone caulk out, and we replaced those voids with a cementitious slurry. This particular mix has lots of metal fibers in it, so it gives it a bit of sparkle.
Maggie loves the counter's modern, warm look and the way the island section relates to the painting.
It's not the same colors and it's not the same, the same exact lines and the same angles, but it's very similar in spirit.
Michael says the concrete will change slightly over time, but that will give it more character. He still loves the process.
Every single client just pushes you in a different direction, so it never gets old, it never gets stale. It's exciting.
I know she said